So what's up? My name's Joe, and today I'm going to talk about how to not be so stuck in your head so you can go out and speak to whoever you want, be as social as you want. And I want to give you a few insights which I discovered from reading The Power of Now around 17 years ago, which dramatically changed my life. Now, at the time, yes, I was very young and I wanted to go out and just meet as many women as possible. I was into PUA, and I'll be honest, that book did help a lot. But what happened was I would go into my head and I would come out of it. I would go in and I would come out. And that went on for maybe 10 years until I finally realized that the answer to life, well, the answer to socializing is being present. So what does that mean, to be present? It means to, as Eckhart Tolle says in The Power of Now, to end the illusion of time, to stop living in past or future. So this really helps when you're socializing because you just focus on now. And how do you do that? You immerse yourself in the senses around you. So you tune into the sounds, you tune into maybe what you're feeling, what you're touching. You notice the silence in the background because everything comes out of silence, and you notice how still everything is. Now, I know this sounds crazy. I know already you're probably like, what the fuck is this? But I promise you, if you can relax, then the mind does slow down. Now, how does this relate to taking action and being more social? Well, the thing that is stopping you from being more social are the thoughts, is the outcome. And all of that is just thinking about the future or thinking about the past, about times when it didn't go very well and that you didn't handle it very well. And you're thinking of some version of you, your ego, which could potentially be good at this or bad at this. So thinking is the problem. Thinking causes all of the problems. And then you'll say, I know, but if without thinking, then would I just stand there and not do anything? It's like, no, you would have the natural urge to instinctually go and speak to people because that's what you want to do. All humans want to connect. They want to experience each other. They have a general curiosity about each other. And if you don't believe me, look at children. All right, look at how children interact with each other. When you were younger, you probably didn't have all of this overarching anxiety to go and speak to people. You probably just ran into the playground and was like, what's up? Here I am. So this playfulness and this lightness and this expression is what we want to tune into. So we do this by immersing ourselves in the present moment. And we do that by immersing ourselves in the senses. So whenever I'm out, I just tune into what resistance I have. Like right now when I'm doing this video, I want it to go well, right? So my mind will race to the future. My mind is constantly like, what's the right thing to say? How do I make it even clearer so you understand it? And I'm also talking to an inanimate object, right? So I have to go into that as well. I have to be completely present while I'm talking to the camera. And this is the same when you're out socializing. It really is. It's not that you're talking to inanimate objects when you're going out, but you have to be where you are. Because if you're not, you're in your head, you're in your ego, and you're in what you're thinking about yourself. Excuse me. So you're thinking about what you're thinking about yourself. And doing videos like this is a great way to practice. So I highly recommend it. Start making videos like this for you to train yourself to be present and express, because it takes a lot of presence to be able to do this. It takes a lot of just being where you are and not letting your mind get carried away. So the issue is, and it's not that you don't know what to say, it's not that you're lacking confidence, and it's not that you don't know what to do even. What you need to do is when you're out, you need to tune into where you are. You need to tune into not only where you are, literally where you are, like the environment and what you're resisting, but where you are psychologically and where you are emotionally. Because that's what's producing all of these thoughts. Because if you're living in resistance, as Eckhart Tolle says, you're living in your mind. When you're in resistance, what it means is that you don't accept now. Now is not good. Now could be better. What about if I could be speaking to those people over there, that girl, then I would be happier. You know, you're in resistance to the now. And it's not to say that if you were speaking to her, that things would be nicer, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start with what you've got. And that's the present moment. And it's always the present moment. So this book, I guarantee, if you take your time, read it, because I speak to a lot of people even now, and I ask them, have you read The Power of Now? And they're like, yeah, I've read it. Great. Just be present. And then I can see that they're not listening to me. You know, they're not present. They're looking around. They're like on their phone, or they're just in this erratic antisocial state, I guess. And I'm like, no, you clearly didn't read it. You weren't present while reading it. So even if you have read that book and you're watching this, go back, read it again, and it will hit deeper, because that book has a lot of answers in it. Because we're all like, no, it can't be that simple. It can't just be present. The answer is simple. It is be present. It is literally be present. You will know what to do when socializing. When you want to go out and be more social, you'll know what to do. When the mind calms down, you'll be naturally expressive. It will be effortless. So if this helps, go to the link below. We go deeper on these kind of topics, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.